fertile farming soil in the country, right?
That's
and it's
valley.
like, dude,
It's terrible.
talk about like just take the most literal, prosperous, most perfect state that gives you literally everything, and how to ruin it in less than 30 years. It's like, holy shit, man.
Well, yeah. And also how they would have fucked over the farmers, all that stuff.
Oh,
like
God, yeah.
dumping water but refusing to give water to the farmers. It's all full of bullshit.
Dude.
Ugh.
It's just so like
The right did not chill enough.
Oh no, that's the worst. That's the worst. Well, and it's one of those things that it's just like, I don't get it, man. It's like, how insane does it actually have to get before? Like, I'm just waiting. Like, what is the breaking point in California?
Don't know.
Like, at what point? Like, at what point does everything just collapse? Right, and everything goes bankrupt. All the major cities just collapse and turn into Detroit. Like, is that where we're going? Because that's what happened up there.
Yes.
Well, we have the massive influx of homeless people as well. Like they're not.
Right.
That's not helping.
And some of them are brought in too.
I remember a priest going over and saying, like, I have not seen shit like this. But he didn't say shit. He was a priest.
Right.
But I have not seen this in my entire life. And that priest, I believe later on, got a skin infection from trying to help out at those homeless camps. And he lost his leg. So it was just, everyone's on drugs all the time. Everyone's really fucking weird, crazy, and just, it's a whole smorgasbord of bullshit.
I don't want it to, but yeah, it's probably going to collapse. And it's funny you should mention that, because it's like, what is the trigger? That's what he's mentioned. It made me recount that story because they're talking about Tim Walz. Yeah. Sure, you can say it's like, why did he have to wait till now? No, really, why? And personally, I am convinced that it had to do. I should look up that 23-year-old who posted up the story about all of those quote unquote daycares. And it's, what is it, collectively $2 billion they're all getting? Billion.
Yeah. And then within like 24 to 48 hours, he quits his race.
And starts packing up, although he claims that he isn't. It's like, no, you're packing up.
Right. No, dude, the NYC governor, like, when I watched the ball drop, right? We watched the New Year's thing. Yep. And I know you were there for some of it, right? And what does the NYC mayor say? You know, what are your plans for the future? I'm going global. I'm getting the hell out of New York City. That's what I'm doing. Like, and it's like, wow. Yeah. Because he knows what's coming. And that was one of the other things. Handy's not going to be here tonight because things are going insane out there in the world. And he's like, New York's going completely and totally sideways too. I'm like, dude, New York's been screwed since Giuliani left.
Yes.
Say what you don't like, and say what you don't like about him. At least he managed to clean it up to where hookers weren't walking around town square. Like, remember when that was a thing? I didn't even think that was a fucking thing. But yeah, my mom was like, no, I lived in that time period. That was well known. There were drug dealers and hookers on town square. And that was just how it was.
Yeah, on Times Square. And that was the thing about that. Yeah, Times Square. And that's what they came in and knocked it off. And everybody was so afraid after Giuliani, because all of the bullshit accusations by like CNN and all these fucking groups and everything else, that everybody was just so afraid to be tough on crime. Well, you don't want to be accused of being a racist like Giuliani now, do you? And so no mayor afterwards would be tough on crime. Not like they had a Republican since Giuliani anyway, but like none of the Democrats, even the chief of police, he finally cracked down a little bit, but then they went and elected that fucking socialist Muslim. So it's like, y'all, I wash my hands of you. Like, what are you going to do? Like, at what point are you going to learn your lesson? I don't know. Whiskey Rebellion, anybody? I don't know.
Well, like New York can't fucking handle itself because it loses its shit every December. first of all. But honestly, it is going to collapse. I'm not quite sure where, but it's most likely going to be. There's going to be so much crime, everyone's going to leave, and if there's no reason to go to New York, why would you stay there, or why would you be there? And it'll just become like a fucking crime city.
Escape from New York comes to life. Yeah.
I literally said on Twitter after they elected that guy that it was literally going to be it was going to turn into a documentary.
Ooh. I'm gonna also buy fries because I feel like being even more of a fatty.
The difference between sprinkles and seasoning.
My wife's being a little racist. My wife's being a little racist right now, so I'm glad she didn't get it. I'm glad all of that didn't get heard on there.
What was that, cat?
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, she's mad about her. She's mad about her little noodle bowl that we got from the store because it said it had sprinkles on the outside of the packaging, but they're like Asian sprinkles, which means there's like colored rice and a couple other things. And she's very upset because it's not actual like American Western sprinkles.
Why? Okay, Kat. I will have to fight you on that just a little bit. Why would you want the sugary American sprinkles on your noodles in your ramen bowl?
Right. That's a kind of a good point.
Like the rice.
I didn't even think about that until you said that just now. Like, yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was actually rice, but it was some kind of like colored little seasoning or something.
Yeah. Wait, it sounds like they did her a favor. Shit.
I mean, they probably did. So I don't know. It's kind of silly, but it's kind of funny. But it'll be okay. She just also likes being a drama queen too. So that's where my daughters get it from.
I don't know anything about that.
Right. No, you're definitely not a drama queen at all, Sunker. Somebody taught me a new word today and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it was like Hesnerenic or something like that.
Histrionic?
Histrionic.
Yeah, I think it might have been histrionic. Yeah, that one. That was a new word that I learned today. So basically it means like you're chicken little. Like you're chicken little about things.
Neurotic is kind of the
similar.
Neurotic,
yeah,
what it is.
Yeah, but neurotic can be like encompass your whole personality. You know what I mean? Like you've seen neurotic people and they're something else. But like some people are just like, oh my God, everything's drama. Oh my God, there's meteorites falling every time this happens. And it's like, no, calm down.
We're all gonna die.
There's not always going to be a meteorite falling. I promise. It's not always a meteorite. Sometimes it is an oncoming train. Sometimes it is a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's not always an oncoming train. Okay. It's not always an oncoming train. But no, I just think that I thought, say what?
I'm going to get fish. Delicious.
You're going to get fish. Oh God. Now you're going to get fish too. You're going to get fish, French fry. You're just hitting up all the carbs tonight. Like, did you not see the new food pyramid from our Health and Human Secretary?
My tits are going to be bigger than the globe. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus. I got a globe in the background. I don't think your back couldn't handle that. Jesus. Talk about crushing fucking watermelons. Holy God, you'd be crushing cars at that point. But no, it was pretty funny.
She's enjoying
it. Dude, you know hers is not going to be grilled, Hass. You know hers is not going to be grilled. That shit is going to be deep fried like a motherfucker.
It's Anchorhead. It's all fucking everything's fried.
Yeah, see, told you. No, dude, I told you. No, see, I told you. No, I told you. So there's no way, man. There's just no way that's going to happen. God, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, that's so funny. I'm eating chili, so I can't, and some crackers. But yeah, no, I don't blame you though. After the day you've had, Sunker, I don't blame you at all. You eat you take out your feelings in carbs.
Yeah, I'll take it out by eating heavily. Not just dealing with someone who's emotionally manipulative, and then goes over and pulls you into a 2.5-hour meeting where he forces you to watch him work, and he calls that training. Thanks, bro.
Dude.
Thanks.
Man, I would have lost my mind already. I would have lost. You have way more patience than I do, Sunker.
It helps that I work from home, so I can pace my room as he's being a dick.
That's fair.
Easier.
That does make life easier. I definitely could understand that. Yeah. No, there was. I was going over a Star Wars article, like something Mark Hamill said, and I was like, if that motherfucker would have said that to me, I would have jacked J.J. Abrams in the face. Like I would have straight up punched him in the nose.
Oh yeah.
If he would have said that to me.
It's not yours anymore. Your time is done. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go over and take my millions, and while you go over and continue to fucking suck at everything that you do. How's Knives Out? How's
no, not Ryan Johnson. It was J.J.
Not Ryan Johnson. We're talking about Jar Jar.
Oh.
We're talking about Jar Jar Abrams.
Oh,
Mr.
how does
Star
it
Trek.
feel to know that everything you made is a crumbling failure that everyone fucking hates when they look back on it?
Yeah, everybody makes jokes and wisecracks about now. But yeah, no, he literally told Mark Hamill, he's like, it's not your story anymore, Mark.
During the first or the second meeting, Mark said, hey, well, he said what started up because it was a recent interview. Mark Hamill said, he had asked, hey, when am I going to have a scene with Han Luke, with Harrison Ford? And he said, because Mark Hamill said, I always wanted to work again with Harrison Ford. So I know people think he's contentious, but there's something really professional and exciting about it. He said every time that he knew Harrison Ford, when he actually comes on stage, Harrison Ford gives his best, right? Which I guess, that was back then, which probably, we can go off on that tangent, but anyway, and J.J. Abrams told him, no, that's not happening.
Stay on target. What?
And then J.J. Abrams explains, you see, it's not your story anymore. Your time has come.
Then why did you hire me to be here?
To placate the actual fans.
Oh, okay.
Because Jar Jar was labeled as a fanboy of Star Wars, is what he was touted as.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
That's like labeling that one idiot a fanboy of He-Man, and then he fucked the dog.
Right. Yeah. So it was one of them. Like, I'm just like, Mark Hamill's way more of a professional than me. Because I would have looked him square in the face, hit him in the nose, and then when he was on the ground with his nose bleeding, I would have been like, George Lucas and I made this franchise. You would not have a job if it was not for George and me. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Like, I literally would, but Mark Hamill's a beta soy bitch, so he stood there and took it. But so it's like, I would have fucking jacked him in the fucking nose if he would have said some shit like that to me.
That's very
that is so disrespectful. So fucking disrespectful.
That's actually really true. Like, the story would be lesser if you didn't have Leia. It would be lesser if you didn't have Han. You couldn't have the story if you didn't have Luke. And if Luke wasn't there, you don't have a story.
And Jesse, you're totally right. Think about it. If Star Wars had not existed at all, I actually like the movie, but the closest sci-fi movie at the time was Damnation Alley. Has anyone ever here has seen it?
Nope. Never even heard of the damn thing.
I've seen Flash Gordon.
You wouldn't have had, get this, because Flash Gordon was 1979. You would not have had a resurgence of Flash Gordon without Star Wars. No, that's proven.
Okay.
So without Star Wars, J.J. Abrams wouldn't. Who knows what J.J. Abrams would be doing? Maybe being an accountant.
He would still be running Lost into the ground.
He wouldn't be having Lost.
Lost. Yeah, he probably would have never gotten Lost. He'd been like Lost. It'd be like on 25th season of Mystery Box, and people are still sitting here watching this greatest television ever.
Don't you want to find out what's behind in this mystery box? It's another box.
No, I got tired of that with like Walking Dead season 3. And I was kind of like, I'm out of here. But hey, go ahead.
I have a soft spot for the one season everyone kind of hates is when everyone got separated after Carol helped save them. I like that a lot, but oi.
It just got way too repetitive for me. That was my biggest issue because like I sat through 3 seasons of, oh look, these guys are assholes. We got to shoot them and deal with them. Oh look, there's a zombie horde. Oh look, there's some guys that are jerks, and it's like every other episode is what this was, and it's like there was nothing else to the story. And I get it's a zombie show, but holy God, dude, 3 seasons of literally every zombie movie you've ever seen. I'm like, you're not going anywhere with any of it.
Are you talking? Wait. Are you talking about Lost, or are you talking about
Walking Dead?
Lost.
The Walking Dead.
We started with Lost, and then I went off on Walking Dead.
I would say that with Walking Dead, it really got me when everyone got separated. It was Rick, Michonne, and Carl, and everyone going over and doing their rounds, and you would spend a little bit of time with each. That one really got me because that with that one season, that's the season where Rick fucking loses it and bites out a guy's throat because he was heavily outmatched and they were fucking up his bros and it was really, really, really bad. So he just bit a guy's throat out and it was so goddamn shocking that his bros could get the upper hand and they could all live. And then you had a really great moment after that where in the aftermath where his kid's very traumatized. So Michonne's comforting him. You have this great little bonding moment between Rick and Daryl. And that's kind of what The Walking Dead is. That's where it always excelled at, is having those like really extreme moments filled in with a lot of good character moments. Sometimes it gets very, very, very repetitive. Often it gets very, very repetitive. Hi, Tiny!
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Hey, sister, good to see you. There you go. Look what the cat dragged in. She'll be on the mic in a second. Now I was about to start the intro, so that's actually pretty perfect timing. Because our dear sweet Handy's not going to be here tonight. The world's burning down, and he's got to cover it. So that's what he's doing.
So just musing aloud. So we initiated a conversation talking about current politics, about people going insane, we started
off with an apartment.
Yeah, not me. I started off. It's for you.
You started off on politics. Yeah, it's all
but about tyrannical government falling apart, and now we're going into Serenity.
Which is kind of right. See, hi, Tiny. There you go.
Tiny, love you.
Hey.
Oh, that is great. You did not have to drag yourself out here for this, but I'm glad you are because Handy didn't.
I'll admit it, I wasn't originally going to show up because I didn't have a great day physically, but Firefly makes me happy. Hanging out with you makes me happy. Might as well do it.
There you go.
Actually, this episode has a special part of my heart along with Shindig because this was back when I never knew about the series until they were doing promotion for the movie. And they were going over and doing, they would show you little clips of the movie after or before or around they were showing the show. And this was actually one of my favorite ones to keep rewatching, not only just the content of what this episode is, Safe.
Safe tonight. Mm-hmm.
Because they have to offload their cargo. And I think this episode was the one they showed where they have the bar scene. They show off the bar scene as the movie sneak peek. So I would just continuously rewatch this on my little TiVo.
God bless it, TiVo. Well, there you go. Well, that gets us. I think that's going to get us all hyped. All right. Well, let's get started then. By the time we've been dicking around for long enough. But yes, Firefly makes us happy. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, that's the wrong one. There we go. Ballad of Drifting Free, boys and girls. The one that won't get us copyright claimed.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot.
What are you doing? Huh? You can't play that stupid. It'll get us copyright claimed. Oh. I specifically made sure that the thumbnails showed them off. I moved everybody out of the way to make sure we showed those off. I made sure everybody was out of the way.
Take me out where the black don't blink, past the coral world like the stink of ink. We're a ragged crew on a rusted keel, chasing freedom's goals with a turn of the wheel. No gov, no chain, no stations call, just the dark and the dark for all. Out in the void where the stars don't care, we drift like smoke on the thin, cold air. 5 souls bound by a wandering vow to live untaxed and to die. They're sunk a maiden sharp as a blade, judges your worth by the shows you've played. One eye on the screen, one eye on your soul. Trash feeds trash, she says, and that's how we roll. She'll quote you a line from a band, oh real, then damn your heart if the laugh ain't real. Out in the void where the stars don't care, broadcast truth through the static mist. Every port, every rock, every moonlit bar, here's the signal hum like a steel guitar. He trades in facts that the core won't print, and the price is blood, but he never flinches a hint. Mrs. Common Nerd sips tea from a cracked old mug, sneers at the drunks while the sitcom shrugs. She'll mock your flask and quote every frame, knows a laugh track's fake but loves it the same. Her scorn's a shield, her comfort's a glow, hypocrisy's warm in the deep black snow. Out in the void where the stars don't care, wise on the engine's hum, scores of history under his thumb. He'll weigh your quarrel with a date and a name, then cite a war that ended the same. Fair as sunrise, cold as the void, his verdict's final and never annoyed. Common nerd rants till the bulkhead shake, patching the hole with curses and tape. He swears at the nav, he swears at the fuel, keeps the whole damn ship from playing the fool. His fury's a glue, his panic's a spark. Without his mad roar, we'd all go dark. Out in the void where the stars don't care, we drift like smoke on the thin, cold air. 5 misfit hearts on a lawless run, free till the black claims every last one. Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
That was actually
How are we doing tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jesse with the Common Nerd. bringing you pop culture and all things through a common sense lens. And welcome back to another wonderful edition of Is It Good? Which honestly is kind of like a pointless question for this show because it's Firefly, boys and girls. And we all know the answer to that question. And anybody that comes in here and says otherwise, well, they probably just haven't seen it, or they're ignorant and probably a leftist that's out there protesting ICE right now, which unfortunately is where Handy is at. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, prayers be with our dear sweet Handy News. He is trying to keep his sanity. Thankfully enough, he lives in a state where he can grow his own while he is covering all of the insanity going on out there in the world. And God bless the man. Somebody has to do it. And him and stuck in New York seem to be having a good time with all of that. So shout out to those boys over there. But we are going to have at a good time this evening and to keep them in our thoughts and prayers because we've got season 1, well, only season, episode 5 of Firefly tonight, The Safe. Which, if you guys heard the little bit of foreplay we had going on at the beginning of the show out there, Sunker, this is one of Sunker's absolute favorite episodes, and this is the one that she got super excited about a little while back, and which we thought was a different episode, but, you know, that's because the order on this show has been screwed up like 17 different times, so I don't blame anybody for being confused, boys and girls, but we've got that one tonight, and it's going to be an exciting time for all of that. So, speaking of that, Sunker Maiden, how the hell are you, sister?
Well, I was bad, but actually watching that opener and being reminded of Firefly and just how fun Firefly is, my day is a little bit more shiny.
See, there you go. That's one of the reasons why we do this show. This and the Doctor Who, especially now with Classic Who, right? Because I cover the BS all day long. We were talking about some of the Mark Hamill, Jar Jar Abrams stuff before at the beginning of the show, and I'm like, I need a palate cleanser. We have to have happy things to watch. And like, even though we do some bad stuff on this show too, we'll have a palate cleanser afterwards. Like if I make Sunker review Wonder Man with me at the end of January, you know, we'll watch a Mel Brooks movie after. I'm kidding. I don't know when it comes out. We probably won't be done with Firefly by then, so you'll probably safe. But it does have our oh God, what was his name? From Iron Man. Shit. What was his actual character name that they? No. He was supposed to be the Mandarin. It's got the Mandarin in it, so it'll be fun. But yeah. But I don't know. It's probably going to be absolutely horrible. It's probably not. It's probably going to be just like Creature Commandos. The trailer is going to look funny, and the show is going to be horrible. It's probably what it's going to end up being.
The saddest thing is just Creature Commandos had like one really good episode.
I know. It's just like it's like no, yeah. The trailer looked so funny, and then you're editing, and everything else was so. I think what disappointed me the most is it had so much potential. You know what I mean? Yeah. You had so much potential with this ridiculous, and it should have been right in James Gunn's wheelhouse, right? Like Suicide Squad-esque kind of thing, ridiculous monster characters from classic era, and it's like even then you screwed that up.
I would actually argue that that's probably because of how maybe Gunn just relies too hard on his actors to really put certain things across. He didn't have the ability of not needing to direct what the face should look like or how certain things should move. Actors do add in a lot. That's why I just like it. Firefly, you can't make it. You can't really make Firefly today because the actors were part of the soul of Firefly.
Oh, 100%. No, absolutely. And that's the thing. It's right. And it's like, it was kind of like one of the things, like I was thinking, you know, playing devil's advocate, like I always do in my head a lot of the time, because I deal with these devils all the time. But it was like, oh, well, anybody could have played Luke Skywalker and it would have been fine. Okay. First off, you have no way of knowing that. Okay. You literally that is literally a hypothesis that is impossible to test. Okay. So like that just so it's like, it's the same thing. You can't tell me that if you didn't have because we already know of at least one, right? The chick that initially they cast to play Inara, zero chemistry with Nathan Fillion, right? So they had to 86 her. They had to get rid of her.
Can you imagine anyone playing that role and not having that tension the entire fucking time?
It would have been the story would have never worked. Like it would have not been half the fun that it is if it wasn't for how those two interact. 100%. 100%. By the way, hi, Gryffen.
Yeah, quick, because I mentioned it before, Rebecca Gayheart. If you look her up, especially back in the mid-90s, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There was a reason why they put her on Beverly Hills 90210. They did. But she's one of those people which Hollywood got to her brain. I mean, she ran over a kid and said, "You can't do anything about, I'm an actress."
Yeah.
Look at it. Yeah, 2004, she was drunk, ran over. It was like a 10-year-old kid.
Jesus.
And she, when she was finally pulled over, it's because by then they actually had body cams. When you can actually hear her say, "No, you can't do anything about it. I'm an actress."
I
Talk
don't
about
understand
dodging
where
a
this
bullet.
ingrained, like, just belief that you're superior just because you're an actress. Yeah, sorry, my internet went out.
No, girl, you're good. You're good. Hi, Tiny. Go ahead. Cook, girl. Cook. Have at it.
Yeah, please go for it.
No, it's just it's there's this sense of superiority that I do not understand. But if you've been in one blockbuster, somehow your brain breaks or something. Like you're an actress, so you lie for a living. Like, what on earth being an actress would make you above the law, any law of any kind?
I think she actually became a very empty person.
Yes.
You can kind of tell the difference. Like, oddly enough, Deadpool 1, how she looked, how she acted, how she interacted, versus Deadpool 3. She looks like a husk of her former self. She looks so washed out of her former self, of how she used to look. And it's not just age. It's that I don't think there's anything in her anymore.
Yeah, I don't know her personally, but she also keeps she's one of the actresses that can look unbelievably gorgeous when she's healthy, but continuously succumbs to this twiggy bullshit that they think she needs thinner and thinner and thinner.
No, she looks good at, not like a plump, but she looks good with a little bit on her.
I mean,
yeah, with some actual curves, some femininity.
Yeah.
Just making sure we understand. We're talking about two different actresses. The first one,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, she was the one who ran over. Yeah,
this is the one that everybody. This is the one that we dodged. The one he's talking about is the one we dodged.
Oh, okay. All right. Shit.
No.
So the one who didn't get the role.
Okay.
No, the one who did not get the role.
But you're not wrong. The actress that has played Inara has gone a little too skinny a few times, and that's something that happens in Hollywood all the time. But no, the psychopath he's talking about is the one they initially cast to play Inara. So the Firefly fandom dodged a bullet on that one.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're just like, I love that show. Remember that one guy who turned out to be a murderer? Well,
to clarify, like I said, the first actress who is gorgeous, and she is gorgeous, was Rebecca Gayheart. She was the one who had the first, they did the first run through it, and there was no chemistry, absolutely drop dead gorgeous, but they got rid of her and moved in Rebecca, is that her name?
She's gonna always be a Nara to me.
Yes, you get what I mean. But Rebecca Gayheart went to prison for 10 years.
Moriana Baccarin.
Moriana Baccarin. Yeah, I've noticed that too. These last few years, it's like I actually feel it's not this anger. Like you described it well, Sunker. There's an emptiness you can see in her eyes. It's just this void.
Yeah.
She's very gray. I noticed that a lot with Deadpool 3 as I was getting progressively more drunk. That
Sunker was hammered by the end of that movie. It was hilarious.
Just how she didn't look. She was present, kind of like that's the best you could say. But she just it felt very sad to see her there, and it didn't feel right.
Yeah. Well, and it also didn't help too that like the whole relationship between them was so established and was so integral. It's why Wade like literally stole the little time thingy and went back in and changed things. And it's like, okay, he went through all of that, and what do we get in the third movie? Oh, he's your same old broken bullshit relationship of every other Disney fucking movie. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't even think about that being that much, but now that you bring that up and the way she acted, that's a really good point. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that their relationship was over and Wade's this broken husk of a man in Deadpool 3, right? And it's like that's not even who she fucking fell in love with. She fell in love with the wise ass at the fucking bar who literally was like, I want to take you, like, I've got 38 minutes with you and I'm going to take you to go play skee ball. Not do what everybody else would do.
Are you ready to handle some balls?
Right. You already put some balls in holes. Right. You know, and so like so all of that's gone. And like, I didn't even think about that until now, but that's the fucking Disney thing that they do with heroes and like great men and shit like that, which say whatever you want about Deadpool and all the bullshit he pulls. At the end of the day, he's still a hero. He still will do the right thing. You might not agree with the way he does it, but he still does the right thing. I didn't even think about that. I'm glad you brought that up because that's a really good point.
It is.
Disney doesn't believe that men can exist on their own. Men can be happy and self-sufficient and whatever. And yet they're constantly trying to say that women can be self-sufficient and happy on their own, except they don't actually know what happiness looks like. So they just make the women look like bitchier men, toxic men.
Bitchy workaholics.
And then the men just get...
Yeah.
I didn't even notice this, Tiny. They're all workaholics. All of their strong women, they're always at work. They're not doing stuff that they love. They're either
because feminism isn't about feminism anymore.
No, it's not.
Even the feminism I was fighting when I was a youth and a teenager. Mm-hmm. Even that type of feminism was still at least based on the female. I don't like the way they did it. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff going on. But now feminists are like, I don't know how to describe them. They're like the worst of all men put in the worst of all women and screaming with entitlement all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Does Tiny sound like somebody I know? Because
I'm just like two women are bashing feminism. I'm just gonna sit back and let them cook.
I normally would too, but
second wave for feminism, first wave feminism was great. It was just like we just want to have we just want the opportunity to have a fucking job.
Do we deserve the right to vote? Yes.
Yeah.
On decisions that are going to affect us as 50% of the population, we should have the right to vote.
Yes.
Taxation with representation. Did we have the
I'll
right?
give up my right to vote if I don't have to pay taxes.
I was going to say, you didn't have to pay taxes. You didn't have to worry about getting drafted into the war, right? And that was the other thing, too, about that. There was a lot of women that didn't want the right to vote because they didn't want to have to deal with thinking about that shit. They didn't have to deal with politics. They didn't have to deal with reading the damn news all the time and being informed and shit like that. They had better shit to do. They had kids to raise and fucking households to look after. They don't want to have to fucking read the news on top of all of that. So,
but also the idea that,
giving everybody the option, I don't give a shit. Whatever. I think I still think repeal the 19th funny.
Should women be given the option to try out for jobs that are not traditionally feminine? Yes. Should any requirements be changed so that women can get that jobs? No, absolutely not. No. If you can do the same thing that the guys can do, go for it. Bitch, be proud, be happy. I'm fine. But you have to be able to do the exact same that everyone else who's done that job has to be able to do.
Yeah. Same qualifications.
I recall there was actually they do like strength testing and stuff for firefighters and all that stuff. And actually one of the things that went over, and one of the people who made it difficult was a woman. She's just like, no, you have to go over and do this, and you can't do that. You can't be a firefighter. You got to fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I mean, it's like, it comes down to, it's like given my foot still, I know somebody was talking about how small Tiny was earlier, but my foot still hurts when I think about her heel. So she's not as small as what she actually looks like. Actually, yes, she is. She's actually smaller, but yeah, it was. But at the end of the day, my point is, no matter how hard Tiny trains, she is never going to be able to fucking fireman carry a 250-pound dude out of a burning building. She is never going to be able to do that. It is not in her being. Now, could Brianna Tarr, if she fucking did some workout, she hit the gym and probably took a little too much testosterone? Absolutely. She's a big fucking chick. But that is the exception to the rule. That is not your standard deviation. That is not your average.
And I agree with that 100% as the girl who was the first and only female on her high school wrestling team, and one of the first and one of the first women on a Division III men's college team.
Fuck yeah.
So
I didn't know that shit. That's boss.
I wrestled in high school and I wrestled in college, and then when I got injured again, I was going to lose my Marine Corps contract if I had to have surgery. So I switched over to coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I coached my girls because in the beginning, especially, all my girls were in middle school teams with boys. Rhode Island didn't have a separate girls league.
Yeah, you had to.
And my attitude is, you are never once you guys hit your puberty, you are never going to be stronger than them. Mm-hmm. You need to be faster and you have better technique. That's the only way you're going to win.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolute fact.
I used to get in fights with people 3 times my size all the time. I know that a small person can beat the shit out of a big person if they really want to and or have the training to do it. But I'm still not going to be able to carry that motherfucker out of a burning building.
True.
Oh, absolutely.
I can kick his ass.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't save it.
That's why we call her tiny but fierce, boys and girls. That's exactly why. But speaking of strong women, we've got a lot of strong women in Firefly. A lot of actual good, proper Hollywood representation of what a strong woman actually is. And we love them. And so we want to get to them tonight. We've already had a lot of fun. But we got to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat before we jump into all of that kind of fun stuff. And as always, boys and girls, these are the evening shows. Direct donations, Cash App, all that stuff for some of the best ways to support. But any way you support the channel is a wonderful way to do it. We got to maintain those 100 members, all of those other kind of fun things to keep the lights on around here indefinitely. There's a little bit of a direct donation goal down there at the bottom for anybody that likes to do that kind of stuff. You see the goal we're trying to hit. We got a few things going sideways at the house right now. Tire, van issues, all kinds of couple of things. So all of that will go towards all of that as well. So I certainly appreciate you guys for all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you support the channel. Common Nerd will do dabs. Mrs. Common Nerd is going to try to get out here in a little bit. All that other kind of fun stuff. We got dancing Sydney Sweeney. We got all kinds of interesting fun things out there, boys and girls. We got me making out with Kathy Gryffen if you're a sick, twisted fucking individual like that and want to torture everybody.
Beautiful,
but I was drinking, Jesse.
I know. Oh, and if he's not here unless he's out there lurking, but Dragon Noodle is not the highest on Kick anymore for gifted subs, which is kind of fascinating to actually see. So you guys got to check out the Kick stuff for over there on that one. But let's go ahead and say hi to everybody out there in the chat. And obviously, MS Jameson over on Pilled. I can't highlight you, but I see you, brother. I'm still pissed about what they did to Finn's character in Star Wars. 100% agree with you on that one. That trailer was bullshit. They fucked us all over with that. Could have been an inspiration for black boys like Luke was for white boys in the 70s. Instead, he became a fart joke. Amen to that, brother.
He should have
been
dude. He actually, in truth, should have been. He should have been.
He
should have been the
look,
lead.
Even if Ray would have been the lead or whatever, like they both should have been force sensitive.
Yes.
They both should have walked the path and gone that way. And even if you could have. There was a million possibilities wasted with that. Like Jameson said, all to turn him into a fucking fart joke, dude.
But,
ridiculous.
They could even have, if they want her to find out what her actual background is, where she came from, and start turning to the dark side, he can be there to lead her back to the light side.
That's the point. I was just like, he could have been that counterbalance, so you didn't have to rely on CGI Leia.
Right.
But that would be one of the no-no rules, which was she would be taking advice from a man, and they couldn't have that. And that's why they didn't do it, even though
which is why they had to.
And that's why they made her perfect and not need to go through a actual character development arc.
Yeah,
and that's also why they killed Kylo at the end of the movie, because I would have been okay if they had both walked out of there, right? I would have been okay with that. And you guys have to figure out something going forward, how to balance each other out. Because I was neck deep in all the lore videos, all the theory shit back then. I would have been cool with that. You walk out, these two have to find some kind of new balance, some kind of new thingy going forward. Because he's got a lot of Grandpa Vader in him, and like you got to figure out a way to work that. But everybody knows Palpatine's bad, and everybody realizes he has to be taken out, right? But instead, no. Kylo dies, and I don't know what gets absorbed by fucking Rey, I guess. I don't know. It was fucking weird. It was fucking stupid, and yeah.
I'll admit, I didn't see it.
Jesus.
I didn't need it in my brain.
I saw them all.
After 8, I couldn't stomach it ever again.
Oh,
I didn't actually see it. wouldn't go to the movie.
It's Sucker's fault! It's Sucker's fault!
Thank you, Mars, for the 5 over on Rumble.
Just saying, after Ryan Johnson's insult, I didn't watch it, any of it, which has probably saved me because I've seen so many people, oh, I'm so done with it. It's like, no, guys, first of all, that's Disney Wars. Disney Wars, Star Wars. Disney Wars, Star Wars. 2 different things, they really are. Plus, also, I never watched, I even Mandalorian, I think something told me that I'm like, nope. I saved myself a world of heartache. I'm sorry, Jesse. I appreciate that you took the bullet, although I wish you hadn't. You didn't need to. So,
the thing about it was too is I walked, and I promise we're gonna keep saying hi to everybody else in the chat here in a second. I walked out of there going, I walked out of there going, I didn't hate that as much as what a lot of people were gonna hate that movie. And I knew that because I liked the Dark Empire comics. And not everybody did. They were a little divisive from what I hear at the time when they came out. I didn't read them until much longer later. But like I really enjoyed them as a kid. And I knew a lot. I was going to like that movie more than everybody else did because I already had an understanding of what that story was supposed to be and what they were ripping off. And I loved that story. I just knew a lot of people hated it, and a lot of people were going to hate that because most people hadn't read that. Most Star Wars fans, the normie Star Wars fans, had never read that comic, right? And so I knew they were going to hate all of that. And I was right. They did. Everybody fucking hated that.
There were a lot of Star Wars fans that literally only knew the movies. They didn't even know about the extended universe.
No.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
The extended universe is so cool because just when you're like, cool pictures of Star Wars, you see so much from the extended universe, like Darth Talon. You see, Darth Talon was always the one that pops into my head because it's like that red bitchin' half-naked Twi'lek with tattoos everywhere with a red lightsaber. Is like, what's her story?
That's right.
I actually like Kip Duron. I know some people hate him, but it's like, no, I'm glad Kip existed. If anything, he's a prime example of the Force can strike anywhere. He was technically a nobody, and also, without spoiling too much, I really liked. They messed up, but they did. In the trilogy, the Children of the Force trilogy. Anyway, the point is he inadvertently kills his own brother. If you spoil people, okay, guys, the story's 30 years old. All right. But a good story, you actually know this. I'll go to it. You can know the story and still be enjoyable. Kip and his brother were raided by the family raided by the Empire. Parents killed. Brother was 18-year-olds. He was conscripted. He made it, brainwashed into a stormtrooper. Kip was 12, sent to the spines of Kessel. So, and it turned out he was Force sensitive. He finally gets rescued. Actually, helps rescue. But Kip is angry. And he wants to rescue his brother. But he raids and destroys it, Empire, and in doing so actually kills his brother. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because Kip goes to the tree, eventually goes to the tree on Dagobah, the space cave, and they do it wonderfully because he's struggling, he's whirling with anger, and there's this dark shape which comes and says that he said, your memory will make me strong, your memory will be strong, which is typically, a dark side thing. Mm-hmm. And he actually throws down his lightsaber and says, it says, I know I have my problem, but I'm listening to Master Luke. No, I will not fight. I will not scream. I will not. And the mask pulls off, and it's his dead brother, and says, I know I love you, and I know that your memory will keep me strong. And they hug.
Oh,
that was a long thing.
This eccentric.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean that's Star. Oh, it's kid. No, if you actually delve into it, you realize whammo.
But also Kyle Katarn. Everyone loves Kyle Katarn.
Yeah.
And they took him away to give us Rogue One, but we deserved Kyle Katarn.
Yeah.
This eccentric says, "Hail Serenity, good to see you, buddy." Hassa Hoppa, another fine member of the Nerd Herd. Says it's leg day, good for sitting. Wish everyone all the gains they have earned. Thank you. I actually felt good enough to do my workout this morning again today after being sick for so long and everything else. So shout out, Hassa. Yeah, I'm glad I got mine in today too. Shout out, buddy. Good to see you. Sprinkles. Yeah, I know, right? It's weird. Hassa Hoppa, Serenity likes fish sticks. It's true.
Tiny, did you hear about the sprinkles?
No, she missed that
No.
part.
Mrs. Nerd got really, really mad that she couldn't get sprinkles in her ramen as
Well,
it
it
was
didn't come with
advertised.
actual sprinkles.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't come
they,
with actual.
they didn't come with
sprinkles.
actual sprinkles. So
Not the
ramen
American sprinkles.
sprinkles. So the way it comes as it's like little seasoning and flavorings and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mrs. Nerd wanted actual American put on top of cookies sprinkles.
Sugar and ramen?
Yeah.
I mean, I've tasted weirder shit, but I don't think
Is she pregnant again?
I'm not that
I wasn't
lucky.
gonna say that, but you did.
No, dude, that's fucking, dude, she, like, anything that's weird or new or strange, unless it sounds like absolutely disgusting or something that she just already knows she doesn't like, she's always down to try it. She's always down to try new
He's an
things.
adventurer. We get it.
It's just sugar and ramen.
Yeah,
My brain
that's what she was
Look,
wanting.
if she shows up out here later, you can harass her about it. I got to get on with this chat.
Sorry.
I feel like I've trained, Fantastic Sarcastic says, I feel like I've trained Sunker well on how to be patient with someone who's a dick.
You show up every time and give the most backhanded compliments in my chat, you motherfucker.
I love it. Well, his name is the Fantastic Sarcastic after all.
I keep forgetting.
Come on. I mean, Mars Monkey Max over on your rover.
The sprinkles, damn it.
There you go, Mars. Thanks, buddy. For $2 for sprinkles. Damn it. I love it, Mars. Sorry I'm late. I've been on the phone with my buddy Ryan. He's in Colombia right now. Oh boy, how's things going down there? Is he bringing us anything pretty? Is he bringing us anything pretty and white? Let us know.
Like a bride?
Exactly, like a bride. Exactly. Giggity. All right, let's see what else we got down here. I know we had a few more people come in, so I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody as well down over here on the Rumble side because it's been popping. And this eccentric, I see you over on Kick as well, buddy. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Well, Will be. What's up, buddy? Hey. Says, where am I? What is happening? This place is so unfamiliar. I know you sent him over to my stream, Sunker, to yell at me for playing Hogwarts Legacy. I know you fucking did that.
Absolutely.
That's the only time I saw him all night. He came in and asked it. I responded and he left. I never didn't even reply back. I was trying to give him shit. He didn't even reply back. He just ran off. Probably hop back over to yours, but good to see you, Opie. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, that was great. Hey, look, Handy didn't plan on doing it either, so it wasn't just me. I know I'm always pronouncing it wrong. Fantastic. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, what will be? There we go. Tabletop Junkie Games. What's up, Table? Good to see you, buddy. Another one of our fine members of the Nerd Herd over there on Rumble. So it's good to see you. Hello.
Very funny thing, though. I went over and messaged Tabletop Junkie, like, do we do the thing this Friday? And he's just like, because you heard the day I was having.
I heard it.
Mentioned that.
Yeah. Wasn't it like isn't it like not till like the 22nd or something?
It's next week.
Oh, okay, next week. Yeah.
So I'm like, do we do it this time? It's like, no. No. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Holy cow, that is great. Yeah, the Sunker stories. What I missed, I came in about 40 minutes in, mostly just bullshit, Table. Mostly just us bullshitting. No, and definitely Mars. Don't mess with this girl. Absolutely not. It's true. All right, let's see what else we got. It is Sunker's fault, Mars. It always is. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 5 again, buddy. That is great. It doesn't show the 5 off, but it does let me highlight the chat now. So that's something at least. Sorry, boys and girls. Still not quite 100% yet, but we're good. The throat and the lungs quite
like
everything
dying during the
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But I'm getting there. Don't miss me, says Table. Oh, we always miss you. Sunker got me. She had to say hi to me. Yay. Oh, there you go, Table. Nerd, accurate assessment of how that went down. Yeah, exactly. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. You didn't even hang out for 5 seconds. There you go, the 16th. So next week. There you go. Saying, yeah, you didn't even hang out for 5 seconds. You better have at least smashed the like button. That's just rude. I'll tell you what. Jameson says, I mean, he was brainwashed stormtrooper who broke his conditioning. Could have been an amazing story arc. There you go. That's true.
At That's actually the saddest thing. Like they called him he's a garbage or he's a janitor. And actually, that could have been.
Oh, I hated that
no.
shit.
That could have been such dark slang. He's the janitor. There is an actual thing with war where the the people who clean up, the people who go through the field and kill off the people who haven't actually died in the war, but they were too injured, so they just like slice and move on.
Yeah,
that's an actual practice, and that could have really,
yes, that was a definite actual practice. It's where stilettos. It's what made stilettos famous, actually.
Mm-hmm. So that coup de grace. So that could have actually been like when I heard that, I was like, they called him a janitor. Like, oh, so he cleaned up after the stormtroopers ran through, and there were people left. Because
no, it wasn't that cool.
It wasn't that good. But like, can you imagine that character? And
that's the point. You used the exact right word, Sunker. You can imagine.
Sorry, I didn't mean
These people have no imagination. They don't know what that means anymore. They have no creativity. They have no way of even taking a mostly formed idea and doing their own thing with it.
Yes.
They literally can't. All they can do is make it bad and woke. They can't make it better. They can't make it more interesting. I don't understand how their brains work.
Like, they want quick and cheap, and creativity needs some time. And it needs to work within confines, and they don't feel like doing that.
Before we're just gonna go ahead and I normally like review like last week's episode, which was Shindig, which was a lot of blast. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, one of the best. Like normally we talk about that, but we're already like an hour in. I don't know, guys. What did you all think of Shindig a few weeks ago? The last time we were all together for that one. You all talk about that, and I'll be right back.
I'll go very quick because I talk too much. Shindig was one of my favorite episodes because it really hones in on a lot of relationships. You see a very healthy relationship between Inara and Wash. You see the give and take relationship between did I say Inara? Zoe and Wash.
Yeah, damn it! No. Meant, so I'll just let her keep going.
Zoe and Wash. And you see this give and take relationship between Mal and Zoe. Damn it! Dyslexia! Mal and Inara. It's dyslexia.
That's not dyslexia, that's just personality.
It's just retardation.
Because you're not reading names, so the dyslexia doesn't count.
It depends on how you categorize and box things off.
There's some give and take between the characters of Ren and Stimpy, you know?
But you see a very healthy relationship between the married couple, the back and forth between Mal and Inara, and you see a very unhealthy relationship between Inara and Atherton. And everyone basically got to have a really good point. Jane, Book, and River and Simon kind of got like at most their one scene with the cans. But it was still very good. You see so much of Kaylee, and Kaylee, like, that was such a girl moment with Kaylee, where it's the girls are being mean to me, and then just like a more older, studious man going over and telling them off. Before now, can we talk shop about cars? Like, yeah. And
also, the two things I love about Shindig are when Atherton has his little blow up. And she just turns around and she goes, that's not how this works. You don't get to block me. You will never have another companion again. We run this. This is not a patriarchal anything. This is the women of the temple and the women who are companions run this shit. Yes. You are fucked, not me. I love that scene. And then following it up with, mercy is the sign of a good man. Well, I'm all right. I just love that.
And,
that's Mal.
And you can't tell me you haven't had that feeling. You haven't been somewhere in your life where someone was like, I know the bigger person is to just walk away, but I really want to stab him. Just once. Just once.
I'm just going to flip him off as he's being arrested.
I cannot say anything more or I will incriminate me very, very much.
Yeah, but that thing with Anar was so great. Just oi, oi, and because you see the strength of that, because Anarma is the most exceptional companion, and we're seeing this more and more and more. Just how exceptional she is in her job, both in status and how she operates. So when she says this shit, that you can fucking take that to the bank. He's not going to get anyone. And also that goes over and affects his social standing. It's not even he can't get a plaything. He can't get someone of high society anymore. He can't get a luxury of high society anymore, instantly damaging him.
Mm-hmm.
We can really go on that one because, well, also it's the hubris factor, because we were talking about how the world do. Well, why do people in Hollywood already get a big ego? Well, get this. If you think about this, African, and thank you for bringing up the. He is top of the pile of. He's not even Lord of the Planet. He's basically Lord of a fourth of the planet, but he's a big fish there, and he's got his way on his planet, and it's escaped his realization. Yeah, you think of her as just, oh, she's my horde, and I'll buy her later, but she is part of a galactic order. You aren't even in control of one planet. She is an officer of a galactic order, not a member. And that, they establish that she's an actual officer. Look, technically,
when Josh talks about, sorry, when Josh talks about what he wanted, what was going to go on with Inara, the idea that she had been voted by the rest of the companions or whatever, like to be head of the temple or something, and then she found out that she was sick, and she decided to leave to go spend her last years or two exploring and doing things and not having any regrets and trying to figure out what she really wants from the end of her life. And so if you realize that this is a woman who is at the pinnacle of her profession and her order, and is now out seeking something that she's not even sure what, you know?
Well, I think hi, Andy. I think actually, and sorry, I know you want to get started, nerd, but I really do want to hit on this. I think she was looking for love, but a love that wasn't a love that wasn't something she could find of the temple or through temple practices or maybe through accident she might have. I think she was looking for something to satisfy her soul.
Yeah.
As she was going over, because you can tell that from the people she's picking.
Yeah. But also on top of all of that, I don't care if he was an asshole. Many directors are assholes. Directors are known to be assholes. I always assumed if you were in Hollywood and you got to go do a film with a big director, he was going to be an asshole.
Oh yeah.
I just assumed that was how it worked.
They have to be assholes at one point in time. They just do. But go on.
But Joss is one of the only men in Hollywood who can write and direct strong women who are strong on multiple levels. They have very well-rounded personalities. They're multifaceted, and they can have vulnerabilities and they can have weaknesses and are still unbelievably strong, powerful women. We have gotten shit since he got expelled from Hollywood. There's not a single one of them to give us a woman that I could be proud to say, I'm the same fucking gender as that bitch.
That's true. Yeah. No, I can't think of a movie where just like I was like, yeah, that's a woman. Like, no.
Sorry, Buffy, Dollhouse, Angel, Firefly. The man knew how to make real women who are also real heroes. Which just doesn't exist anymore.
I say it again. I love you, Tiny. You're muted. At least you're not the 12-year-old girl again.
Handy News is rated the stream over on Rumble and on Pilled. Thank you very much for that, guys. Over on Pilled, we got That Dizzo, General Samuel Fields, Bobby Digital. Good to see you. Easy Does It. Appreciate you. And That Dizzo, I love those last couple of stickers, man. Oh, and Jameson's right. Kaylee talking to the car guys was the best. Yeah, talking to the spaceship guys. That was so good. Yeah,
it showed that she did have her space. Like her getting bullied by those rich bitches was it was to go over and be like, oh, she's very much a fish out of water, but she does have her space, and she does have so much strength to give.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, and all three of the women are four with River, but all of the women on the ship are very different. Very different in personality, very different in temperament, very different in abilities, and yet every single one of them is strong. Every single one of them is well-rounded, and every single one of them is someone you could say, that's a real human being. That's someone I can believe is a real human being.
Yes.
Yes, every single one of them, or they're people. They have their flaws, and they but again, Whedon's ability to really exemplify and highlight the strengths of the character and use the flaws of the character to the betterment of the story rather than detriment. Too many people go over and focus so much on the flaws that the story gets really fucked. But no, every time like Jane's being an asshole, to go over and just like his story ability, not just for women but just for people, is every time Jane is an asshole, it makes the story more interesting. He's gonna fucking take that shit, he's gonna go sell it, and maybe we'll come back for Mal and Zoe. Who fucking knows?
Yep. No, 100%. Oh, that is glorious. Tac Joe, thank you for the new follow over on Rumble as well. Coming in on the raid cast, Rumble 29. Good to see you, sister. Another fine member of the Nerd Herd over there as well. Let's make sure I don't want to miss anybody over the Handy. Then Handy's there. Handy, are you going to make it in after your insane streams?
Yeah.
Yeah, Handy knows. He's got the link.
I think
Hail all wound up watching a script on repeat. Uh-oh, that'll do it. There we go. There we go. Good to see you. Preach Chinese's cast. There you go. I love it. There you go. All right, cool. Every single one of these women and acted like women, not like women trying to be a man. Exactly, Jameson. Exactly. I think that's exactly what the ladies and everybody was talking about. So yeah.
And it is incredibly frustrating because we do see female characters like, oh, you might be interesting, and they're either like the worst examples of women, kind of like was it Blacklist? If that show, Blacklist,
a lot.
With Red Reddington or something.
Right.
Where she's like fucking terrible. She went from like, okay, you seem pretty interesting, to like, you're a fucking retard. Where I just hated her character. And that's apparently what a strong woman is supposed to be. They're either overtly weak, to where it doesn't feel real, or they're overtly strong in really, really weird ways, to where they're automatons.
They seem to think that a strong, powerful woman is the worst of male toxicity shoved into a female body.
Yes. How do I make a woman strong? I make a man.
They do not look for anything female.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have toxic empathy, but they don't have real empathy. They want to have bleeding hearts for people all over the world that they don't know, but someone who's actually standing next to them who needs a help, they don't care.
Let me mansplain feminism to you real quick so you all understand where all of this actually rooted from. All right, are you ready? It all comes down to penis envy. Okay? Yeah. There was a select group of women out there that were jealous. They were jealous of not being born men. So they brainwashed a lot of other what would otherwise be very nice ladies out there into all believing they needed to be just like men in order to be happy, because those bitches had penis envy, and they brainwashed a whole bunch of other people into believing it. Does that sound fair?
I would say penis envy and also lesbians.
I don't understand penis envy. I am very happy that I have my indoor plumbing.
I am also really glad you have your indoor plumbing.
Like, I would rather not to deal with a hose.
I mean, we're obviously Model 2. You started with a prototype. It had outdoor plumbing, and you scale up to the real one with indoor plumbing. It was funny. Like, I was in a psych class and we were discussing Freud's obsession with penis envy, and we finally decided that he actually had vagina envy.
Dude, he wanted to sleep with his mom. Like that dude had all kinds of issues, dude. Like the fact that anybody took him seriously for as long as they did is mind-boggling.
Here's the thing: he came up with some pretty good concepts. The fucking perv that he was, he came up with some pretty good concepts.
Some of those concepts had existed since ancient Greece, but he put names to them, and he actually made them more scientific and more modern.
And yes,
like the ego, super ego, id.
Look, hold on. All I gotta say is neither one of you all can write your name in the snow. So
I know a girl who can.
I'm not going.
Cursive, and is she gonna be able to dot the I? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, I don't. Think so.
I'm sorry, ladies have a lot of bladder control.
your little pee-wee thing that's also one of those obvious penis envy kind of situations. The she-wee. Yeah, we get it.
I don't even know what that is.
What? You ever heard of the she-wee?
I've never heard
Are
of
you
the
serious?
I'm not going there.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like a cup, except it gives. Yeah, we need to get over to Rumble. Holy shit!
Get to Firefly.
All right. Anyway.
By the way, that Nathan Fillion and the guy who plays Wash, they now have a podcast.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
And they had an online series for a little while. What was it? Con Man.
Mm-hmm.
Which was about basically it's about Nathan and Tudyk as like they were on a show together. One of them took off, the other one didn't take off as well, and they always at conventions. So it's called Con Men conventions.
Yeah, I remember that. It
was actually pretty good.
I believe it. I never got a chance to watch it, but
the strength of an actor, like fucking an actor can go over and carry an entire scene. We gotta get a Firefly. It's an hour.
By the way. Everybody wave to YouTube so I can cut them off and start playing the show. Bye, YouTube, you stupid copyright rules. Yada, yada, yada.
So you're talking about penises and now tell how you're going to cut them off.
John Washburn, buddy. Keely Chow. Join us over on Rumble. Says, good morning from Hong Kong. Good morning, Keely. What's going on? Get over to Rumble, Keely. Get over to the green machine. Holy cow. Are we still waving? All right, everybody wave one more time, so that way I've got an actual
You have to go over to the Common Nerds Rumble because we can't watch the show because it'll get copyright struck.
Yes, Rumble.
Exactly. All right, everybody wave one more time before I hit play. Don't talk anymore about YouTube. Everybody wave. Okay, there we go.
Here's how it is. The Earth got used up. So we moved out and terraformed a whole new galaxy of Earths.
So much better than book.
Some rich and flashy.
I love book, but yeah, I agree.
Some not so much.
He puts a more hard
formed the alliance. Waged war to bring everyone under their rule.
Compared to book where it's trying to be soothing, which makes sense because